Well, hello, my studio teacher friends. Christina Whitlock here, bringing you the warmest of wishes from the Beyond Measure podcast as we enter the final stretch of the 2025 holiday season. I had originally planned to offer up a year in review this week, but then I realized that feels a lot better suited for next week. So instead, I wanted to give you one thought this week that I hope will keep you company in the ups and downs of your holiday travels. So, without further delay, let's get right to it. You are listening to episode 242 of the Beyond Measure podcast. Here's a question for you. Have you ever been Christmas caroling in an Alzheimer's unit? That is really specific, I know, but I also know some of you have been there. You would be hard-pressed to find any experience that packs the same emotional punch as singing Christmas carols to Alzheimer's patients. To experience these human beings who are suffering with unimaginable afflictions that cause them to forget who they are and where they're living, many of them barely uttering a single word in their day-to-day lives, to see their eyes light up with recognition as you sing a Christmas carol from their childhood, to see their lips begin to move as they faintly sing along, and to know that you are a conduit for that whole experience, that the music that is coming from you is bringing that comfort and peace to another person. That is an experience you can't forget, friends. I'm fortunate to have experienced this a lot since I practically grew up in nursing homes and care facilities. My mom was a director of nursing and worked all kinds of hours a week, and the easiest way to spend quality time with her was to tag along with her while she was at work. I've been thinking a lot about those caroling memories, as they are such a reminder of the power of this thing we do called music. I hope we can all remember this week that music is so much bigger than what we do in our lessons day after day. And I guess that's what I want you to think about this week. Most of us are on a well-deserved break from teaching, and I hope this reprieve will offer you an opportunity to reconnect with the true role of music and what it really means to the human spirit. From the dawning of the ages, people have incorporated music into the most meaningful experiences. From religious ceremonies to celebrations of every kind, music is a through line that solidifies memory and brings people together. We can't escape it. If you are a human being, you experience music in meaningful ways. And I guess I just want to take a moment and offer some gratitude for the fact that we have the opportunity to take part in this expressive art form. And many of us have been doing so since we were, 5 and 6 years old? We have been learning and training ourselves to be able to partake in these meaningful musical experiences. For many of us, this time of year carries deep importance for our expressions of faith, and music, of course, plays a big role in that. If you happen to be a church musician, there is no shortage of inside jokes about how hard we work this time of year, and they're all true. Depending on the size of the church congregation you serve, you can be out of your minds busy this time of year. The same is true for orchestral musicians and members of community bands and choruses and theaters. All of those performances of the Nutcracker and the Messiah and Sleigh Ride and the Skater's Waltz every variation under the sun of Carol of the Bells. I mean, our musical skill sets are sometimes on display more in December than the rest of the months of the year combined. But I think we could all benefit from the reminder of how incredible it is that we have been equipped to contribute to these, the most meaningful of rituals for the most meaningful of traditions. To be in a position to lead people in song and celebration for fundamental expressions of their faith, or to be part of a family's annual tradition of going to the symphony on the third Saturday in December. I mean, it's all pretty amazing when you think about it. And yes, it's also exhausting, but there is something about being a contribution, right? There are many scholars who will tell you that's the greatest antidote to depression, is to find a way to contribute to society in a meaningful way. And I have always counted myself fortunate that it is not difficult for musicians to find ways to serve their communities. Here's the thing. Even if you are not performing yourself this season, think about the number of students that you have equipped this month to go play for concerts and services and family sing-alongs. Maybe you've prepared students to go play for grandma this week. Maybe you gave a holiday performance that will forever live in their memories. Maybe you introduced them to a beautiful carol that they wouldn't have otherwise encountered. We can't escape meaningful music this time of year. And we, as teachers of music, are playing an essential role in continuing these traditions for generations to come. This is all the more reason to check in with ourselves and our teaching philosophies and reconsider the experience that we're providing to our students. Learning an instrument is much more than a series of achievements. It's not about completing a certain sequence of books or being able to perform passages at specific metronome markings. As music teachers, we have the opportunity to be part of one of life's greatest legacies. It's bigger than us. It's bigger than the method series we choose to use. It's bigger than studio policies and practice habits and festival ratings and recital attendance and all of the things that occupy our brain space. I hope you will pay attention to the music around you this week, the music you create, the music you consume, and the music you help coach. Take it all in, the sacred, the secular, all of it. Reconnect with what really matters about this art form and why you fell in love with it in the first place. And I guess that's basically the toast I would leave you with today, friends. So grab a glass and hoist it into the air. And that's where we're going to wrap up for today. Studio teacher friends from all around the world, may we pay attention to the magic of the music all around us this week. May we repent from making it something other than what it's meant to be. This is me raising my glass to you, friends. Hear, hear. From the bottom of my heart, friends, I wish you a holiday season of great comfort and great joy. Take what you need this week, okay? Whether you're looking for peace or joy or answers or whatever, I pray it finds you in just the right way this week. Blessings to you and yours as we truly do travel onward and upward this holiday week. We'll see you again next Monday.